Here we go, sir. Okay, we'll just wait a couple more minutes here while people come in and get settled. Is that better? Okay. Can everybody hear me all right? Okay, great. All right. Was that me? Was that two? Wait, what is happening? Is it happening in your ear too?
No.
Okay, let's try that again. I'm very electric this. What? What? Is that better? Okay. I won't get electrocuted or anything up here. Okay, I just for a moment, that seems really loud. It's not echoing? It's echoing. It's echoing to me, guys. It's echoing. Echo, echo. Okay, how's that? Better? All right, well, just for a moment, I'll just take a nice deep breath, and it is just so amazing to be in this room with all of you. There's so much love, so much beautiful energy, and I thank you for being here today. So my name is Sandy Spurgeon, and I will be a platform assistant today, assisting Michael Stone, who will be our speaker today. Michael will also be leading us in a meditation later on. Okay, so I would invite you to also turn your cell phones off, if you would, or silence them at least. Yeah. So I just invite you to just have a sense of gratitude as we begin this day. Gratitude for all that has come before us, all that is in our lives now, and gratitude for the knowing that our future is unfolding perfectly. As we start with the land and unity acknowledgement. We, the community of Unity in the Gold Country, acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral and unprecedented lands of the Nisenan people, who have lived in relationship with this land for countless generations. We honor their enduring presence, resilience, and deep spiritual connection to the earth. In gratitude, we honor this land, its beauty, history, and the people who have always protected it. In that same spirit of remembrance and gratitude, we honor our Unity founders, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore, and all who have sustained and grown the Unity movement across generations. We honor Reverend Joe and Lynn Sloan, the charter members of Unity in the Gold Country, and Reverend Jerry, who have served this community with wisdom and care. We honor our ancestors whose love and sacrifices made our presence here possible, and stand behind us as we do what is ours to do. So with that, I would like to welcome our love stream. I forgot that our love stream is here, so they're here in spirit with us. And we also want to welcome anyone here who is here for the very first time. And if you could raise your hand, if you would raise your hand for the very first time, great. And if you did not receive a packet, if you could keep your hand raised and we'll get you a packet of information. Mary. One here, right here, Susan. And if you would be so kind as to put the blue ribbon on your shirt, As you did. Yeah, we'd be happy to welcome you when we have coffee later on. Okay. And so we will have refreshments right after service, and we invite you to stay and join us in that time. All right. So prayer is a foundational practice here at Unity, and if you would like to receive private prayer today, our prayer chaplain is Susan Levings, and Susan's right here. And she will be at the back of the sanctuary to greet you if you would like to meet with her for prayer. We do also have prayer request forms if you have someone you'd like to have prayed for. They're out of the sanctuary doors on the right-hand side. And Silent Unity offers prayer support 24/7 online and by phone. So Silent Unity is a wonderful resource as well. All right, so I just invite you to just settle into your seats as we light the Christ candle today. Just open hearts, acknowledging and recognizing the Christ presence that is here, residing with each and every one of us. With gratitude, we gather as the unique expression of the divine presence that we are. We pause to feel into this life force that invites us to be a creative partner with it. We now allow it to fully embody within our whole being. We also sense and feel the connection that exists between each one of us, the universal web of intelligence that we partake in as the human race. As we appreciate our web of connectivity with one and all, moving from a me to a we focus, we express our desire to unite with all humanity through the energy of compassion and kindness. We invite this energy to now rise up within us while extending outward to connect with Mother Earth and all sentient beings. As uniting spirit of oneness, of the one I am presence, we call the Christ. We light this candle as a reminder that we are all blessed by being a part of this one presence. This is the truth. Let us own it and make it real in our lives. Oops. Uh-oh. Candle? Matches? We cleaned everything up. And you know when you straighten out your home and sometimes you can't find the things you put away? That was me for a moment. Very good. So we have Gabriel and Angela here to lead us in song, and I invite you to stand up and begin with our first community song. Sure.
Practicing the presence of illuminated light, we stand together as one, witnessing the essence of the thing behind all life. We stand together in love, and we all join hands, and our hearts open wide. Feel the power of love inside. Yes, we walk in love, and we stand for peace, practicing the presence of the one, practicing the presence of the one, practicing the presence of the one.
All right, if you'd like to greet your neighbor.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, neighbor. All
gotta
right.
be careful of this.
I know. Okay, then we'll do this, then you're going to do the invocation, then we'll do prayer. Okay. I'm going to go say hi.
Yes. It is all the way up. Work it out. Thank you for the feedback. No pun intended. I was gonna say thanks for the feedback, and then as I go, yeah.
Forget, this is for you.
Pardon?
This is for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Your invocation.
Just start.
As soon as they'll settle down.
Good morning, everyone. Let's see. Which mic should I use here? Good morning. It's really good to be back at Unity here. I see a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces. I just want to start with the invocation and take a moment to just feel our feet on the earth and just soften, slow down, arrive. And let's just honor our relationship to the earth, to the mother, for holding us, for the abundance that we have that sometimes we take for granted. Just to take a moment to honor the spirit of the earth. And also to honor our ancestors, to really know that they're there behind us. Everything that they went through, all the resources are with us. And just knowing that we are resourced. Some of that resources are issues that we're still working through, but that's part of the development of the stream of evolution. So we just welcome the ancestors. And of course, the spirit that lives in all things. And the creator heart that lives in all of us. And maybe take a moment also to just look and see what's alive in you, what's moving in you that wants to be born today. And have that be something that guides us today. What is it that is here for me to birth in this morning, this time? So just to honor that, and I'll be back in a while to talk some more. So thank you so much. Blessings.
So now we're going to move into our time of prayer. So if you could say together with me our prayer intention. Together we set the intention that as each name on our prayer list is read, that person is bathed in love and their highest good comes to them. And so today we are holding in prayer Jacob Gabriel Peskin, Bill and Lita Spoto, Margaret and her 3 children, Curtis, Julie, and Meyer Zimwald, Angela Apostal, Richard and Janai Homan, Robert Monroe, Bonnie Esposito, Aaron H., Jim Norman, Lita Stone, Dave Martin, Emerson Grimsby and family, Michelle Harris, Eric Thompson, Katrina Martincino, Xavier Scapani, Nina Miller, Eric, Judy Sawaski, Judy Vaughn, Will and Charlie McBride, and also Penny Matthews, who made her transition on Thursday. We pray for her husband Dennis and her daughter Chelsea and granddaughter Rebecca. And if you have someone that you would also like to hold in prayer, I invite you to say the names out loud or quietly to yourself. Okay. And then we join together in a statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as our lives, the all-loving goodness of God, and all is well. Amen. So now, Carly DePross will be reading the daily word.
Good morning, everybody. The word for today is divine feminine. I bless the divine feminine in myself and all others. To repeat with me, I bless the divine feminine in myself and all others. Today is International Women's Day, a time to celebrate women's achievements across societies and cultures. It is also a time to celebrate the divine feminine, which blesses all people. When I honor the divine feminine, I recognize God as love, compassionate and understanding, aspects that are present in everyone. The world is blessed by the contributions of those who embody the divine feminine, in their words and in their actions, from the steeliness of protection to the softness of comfort and nurturance. I give thanks for the girls and women in my life as I uplift and celebrate the divine feminine in its many expressions. I affirm the divine feminine awakens and expands in my heart and blesses and prospers all life. From Proverbs 31, verse 31, give her a share in the fruits of her hands, and let her works praise her in the city gates. And now Michael will lead us in meditation. Done.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't have anything to read, so I guess I'll just talk. So, I'm very interested in the 2 lenses, the outer lens, how we see the world, and the inner world, how we see the inner world. So I'd like to just take a moment to just look around at the room and the people, and really take a moment to notice things you usually wouldn't notice. What do you see? The little thing on the wall over there, Mary back here, and just kind of get a sense of the gross reality. Sometimes when we're really inside, we don't notice what's going on, and then let's soften, slow down, and maybe go inside for a moment. And feel the interior. So there's the outer lens and the inner lens, and then there's space. How much space do I feel? Do I feel contracted and tight today? Or do I feel spacious, still, open, and just begin to notice and settle in as you feel your connection to the earth, the rootedness of the mother, and then beginning to notice what's happening in my inner world. I want to drop out of the mind and really feel and sense into the body. What's happening there? So there's movement, and begin to notice, there's at any point there's 10,000 different movements happening. Can we just tune in to a few of the things that are moving in our body? Maybe there's some tension, maybe there's some numbness, maybe there's some joy and some spaciousness. Begin to really attune to our body. This is our vehicle. Everything that happens and has happened through hundreds of thousands of years is recorded in the body. All the resources, all the challenges. So we drop into the body and we feel the movement and the space in the body. And also notice there's emotions. Some of us have a really hard time feeling our emotions. And that's okay, that's good information to know. But what are the emotions that you're feeling right now in your body, if any? And just begin to notice. Maybe I feel love being in this beautiful community. Maybe I feel compassion or joy. Maybe a little bit of fear, anxiety, grief, sadness, shame. Whatever's there, just begin to notice that it's a movement in the body. In fact, we are movement. When we meet someone, it's movement meeting movement. As we raise our awareness and bring deeper sense of presence and sense into our body, we sense into be able to connect around us more deeply, deepen our sense of presence. And then there's the chat room. What's happening in the mind right now? Is it still? Is it spacious? Can you feel that the thoughts that move through? Thoughts actually have sensations in the mind. So we bring ourselves fully into the body, the emotions, the sensations, the thoughts. And just take a deep breath and soften and connect with the earth. And take a moment to look and see what's available for me that I have to give to the world right now. What is it that I'd like to bring forth and give to the world? And let's honor the power of community, of being together. Margaret Mead said, a small group the only way that change happens is with a small group of people with a high intention. So let this love flow out into the universe and be a healing power, not just for people here, but the people who are struggling and suffering around the world. And then let's take a couple deep breaths, bringing ourselves back into the outer world. Let's see if we can stay in at the same time as we come out into the outer world. Thank you. Oh, I go straight into this. Sorry. Okay. I got so into the meditation, I forgot what I was doing. So, what I want to talk to you about today is walking the spiritual path in a fragmented world. You've probably noticed it's pretty fragmented right now, right? And sometimes... Can we do a song first? Absolutely. I would love that. And I think I know the song. I particularly love the song. Sorry, I thought...
I'll see, there you go.
Okay.
This is a bit impromptu, but if you know it, please sing along. We changed it last minute. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round and tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Beautiful song. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. I didn't look at the schedule. So I'm back, and the subject is walking the spiritual path in a time of fragmentation and chaos. And we're certainly in that time right now. So I really just want to offer some things to think about and explore today. You know, when you look at what's happening in the world, it's pretty overwhelming. It's very easy to feel lost and like, what can I do? What am I going to do about this? It's so big. And when you look at climate change and genocide and corruption and fascism, and it goes on and on and on, it's just, overwhelming. But one of the things, if you look, what is the one thing that is at the heart of all of this chaos? All of the things that are going on, the wars, the climate change, just all the things that really make you want to just sit and cry. What do you think is the one thing that is at the heart of all of that? Disconnection. Separate self. The myth of separation is at the heart of all of that. If you look at any one of those things, there's a sense of separation. And this is something that we can do something about. When we meditate, when we do our practices here, when we get into community, there's something we can really do. But what is it that keeps us in this sense of separate self? That's kind of key. And how do we get into that? Well, first of all, it's really easy to think, Chanae's here and I'm over here, right? And it looks like we're separate. And yeah, she's there. But in a much more real way, and this is something we can practice, in a much more real way, she shows up in my nervous system. Actually, I know more about her in my nervous system, and she knows more about me and her nervous system. And when we can connect that way, nervous system to nervous system, we actually can feel each other. You don't have to ask somebody how they feel. You just have to be present enough to feel how they feel. But we don't do that because we have a lot of history that stops us, a lot of unfinished things from the past. Not just our past or our family's past, but our ancestors' past. and the collective's past. And all of that is, we're like the Library of Alexandria. It's all in our body. But there's been a coup. There's been a coup here. The mind has overtaken the heart. And that has stopped us from really connecting. So when, did you see the moon and the eclipse that just happened last week? Was that amazing? It was so amazing. And you look up at the moon and you say, that is so beautiful, that moon. Wow, and look at the shadow and how great that is. And we think, that's beautiful. But that's only a little teeny part of what's happening. The tides are moving in and out. My moods are changing. Some people go to jail on those times. Something happens when the moon is full. It moves us. It touches us. And when it's completely gone, it does also. But think about that. I'm here with Janaea. We're meeting movement. Now, if I see her as Janaea that I know from the past, where am I looking to know Janaea from the past? It's Janae. Janae, I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, how embarrassing. Okay. Janae, how do I know that? I say, oh, yes, Janae. But I can only know that from what's happened in the past. It's non-emergent. It's not something, well, I feel now here, I get a little embarrassed. I feel, that I made a mistake. That runs through me, but then I see her smile. I can feel it's okay. We know each other, and so this idea of a separate self is because we're in our head, not in our body. There's a Taoist, Wei Wu, and he has, he's a poet too, and he says, why are you unhappy? Why are you unhappy? Poets repeat themselves a lot. Why are you unhappy? He says, because 99.9% of everything you do and say is about yourself, and there isn't one. Which is really proven scientifically. There is no such thing as a self. They've done MRIs, they can't find any self. There is no self. The only self that's actually here is the one that's in relationship. Because I show up in relationship. Otherwise, I'm just projecting out into the world what my past is. And so we have a lot of past. Well, walking the spiritual path means that I call it a mystic in the marketplace, being a mystic in the marketplace. Because when I have all these burdens that I carry, legacy burdens from ancestors, things from my family, I wasn't felt, seen, heard, held, or protected in some way, and then I can't handle money, or I'm ADHD, or all these things. But, when I can go into my body and really feel what's happening and connect, that's not a story that I'm telling, that's an emergent. So there's one way to know people as relationship, which is a noun. There's another way to be with people that is relating. When I'm relating to you, it's not something that I'm imposing on you from my past. It's something that I'm like having to bring myself to the earth to be in my body and to feel you and say, wow, you're alive, you're moving. I wonder who you are. I get curious about it. I say, wow. So that feeling of being lost and not able to deal with even the news, let alone some of the horrible things that are happening in our neighborhood or other places. So the first thing really, as a mystic in the marketplace, instead of trying to get rid of my flaws and trying to fix myself and going to yet another personal growth seminar, I'm ruining my occupation here, but anyway, instead of that, if I soften and slow down and begin to feel into the world, and when I have something come up that's a barrier, like, I'm scared to be a speaker, or I'm uncomfortable in groups, or I have problems with money, all these different issues that we have, these things we call our issues, my dysfunctions, right? We have dysfunctions that need to get fixed. There's no such thing as a dysfunction. All there is things that are functioning that you don't know why or how they're functioning. So instead of turning away, Rumi's poem, The Guest House, he says, there's all these sorrows coming in and all this stuff that's happening, and, invite them in. They may be carrying a message that will allow you to grow and expand and evolve as a human species. And when we do that work, when we actually do the work of turning towards the pain, turning towards the difficult, turning towards the thing instead of trying to get rid of them, the things we're trying to get rid of, we've already suppressed. And then we try to suppress them more. And the nervous system says, no, I'm protecting you. It isn't safe. But I have to be able to be unsafe enough to turn towards them and feel them. And that's called integration, because you can't heal what you can't feel. If I can feel it, I don't have to fix it. I don't have to get rid of it. I just have to feel it. And it becomes suddenly presence instead of past that's leading me in a particular direction, that's causing me suffering, that's causing me pain. So turning towards the challenges, turning towards the difficulty. So we want to begin to really question, this whole idea of a separate self. There is no self without relationship, without relating. And so part of the practice in a chaotic world is, how do I turn towards what's difficult? When I say I had a hard conversation at work, what does that mean, a hard conversation? Or I'm so stressed. That's become a competition, really. You say, I'm so stressed, and your friend says, you think you're stressed? I've got this and this and this and that to do. Like a competition. But what does it mean, I'm so stressed? What does that mean? It means my current capacity is insufficient to meet the challenges before me. Wow! That means if I turn towards it, I have greater capacity. I can hold more life. Not easy. Simple, but it's not easy. Right? So, working with people in the circles that I do, when I work with people, first it's presencing. Again, it's a noun. We bring ourselves into the present, noticing the external world, the lens, the internal lens, and the lenses that we're looking through the lenses of my childhood, of my ancestors, of my culture, all these different things. So there's so much richness to explore when we just look at the different lenses that we have when we meet someone. But that takes presence. It's always coming back to grounding ourselves and bringing ourselves into a state of presence. Presence is always here. Mostly we're not. Right? I drove up to Tahoe recently, and I left, and I was in the car, and I got there. What happened in between? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So practicing that, recognizing this, the founders of this church 150 years ago, they were looking at how do we do personal transformation, personal awakening, and that was exactly what needed to happen 150 years ago. Yogis go off into the cave and meditate, and people were doing a lot of work, which is powerful work and something not to get rid of. But the work now is to recognize that we are part of a system, and we need to turn towards the things that are most difficult. And when we turn towards that little feeling of not enough, or turning towards the pain or the loss of someone or something, when we turn towards that and allow ourselves to feel it, that integrates the past. And it just becomes presence. It's no longer a repetition compulsion that causes me to do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. Just by bringing presence. Integrated means I felt it, I've experienced it, I happened it when I was 2 or 5 or 7, I got bullied in the schoolyard, but now I'm 80. Wow, how'd that happen? And sometimes it's still running us. But sometimes if we just feel it, it integrates. It just becomes presence. So integrated past is presence. Unintegrated past, the stories that are still running us, the thing that's always happening with my partner, always happening at work, always happening with my bank account, whatever it is, when they're not integrated. When I tell that story, I am bound to that. I am unintegrated past is destiny. Unintegrated past is destiny. You are bound to do it over and over and over again. But integrated, when I have presence, I don't just affect my life and my family's life. I affect my ancestors, because much of the stuff that we're carrying isn't even ours. It's been handed down from generation to generation to generation. You know the story of the woman who cut the ends off her ham, and then someone asked, a lot of you know this story, and then, well, I don't know why I do that. I called my mom called grandma, said, grandma says, that's just the size of the pan I had. You don't have to cut the ends off your ham. But that's where we are. We're constantly cutting the ends off our ham so that we can fit into the box that we have been put in by ourselves, our ancestors, the collective, and all of that. So we move with life when we allow ourselves to feel it, and feel it in each other. And when we do that, we contribute and heal the collective, which is always impacting us. The collective, look at the news. When you read the news, it's impacting you. But when I read my partner, when I read my community, when I read the people around and I feel them, I contribute to also as the culture, the community, the collective, as well as the ancestors, as well as my children and my grandchildren. And that's really important, because if I'm going to break some of the patterns that keep me doing things that hurt the earth, that hurt my life, that hurt my parents, that hurt my friends, when I keep doing those things, it just creates more scarcity, more separation. Scarcity and abundance are really interesting. And if you look, the idea of scarcity and lack is often intimately directed to our childhood. So if I had an abundance of love, I was seen, felt, heard, held, loving eyes were looking into my eyes and saying, I see you, I love you, I appreciate you. There's abundance. It's not about money or friends. It's a sense of, I'm loved, I'm here. And I can only bring that to myself, because if I didn't get co-regulation, which is a parent who looks at me, loves me, cares about that. If I didn't get that, I never really learned to self-regulate. So my emotions blow up, or I get scared, or handle these things. But when I'm in relationship, we heal in relationship. That's where we heal. So the most important thing that we can do is to actually allow ourselves to feel the feelings that we don't want to feel. Like Jung says, the shadow, that's where the work is. is the shadow. Those parts that, I don't want to talk about them, I don't want to feel them, sorry. That's where all the juice is that we have to transform the planet. And that's an incredible power that we have. One of the things that happens in early development is that we have a parent there, and that person, parents or grandparents, whatever, they're acting as a resource for us they co-regulate, which is what you can do in community. You learn to co-regulate because you can hold someone and love them and let them be just the way they are without having to be different or projecting on them who you think they are or who you think they should be, but to really allow ourselves. So that's individuation. That's what happens when we co-regulate, we mature. Not like a tomato on the window mature, but we mature like we grow in an evolutionary sense. Our soul literally grows in that capacity. But rather than individuation, what's happened is, with us going to the mind, is there's rugged individualism, right? And that's what's running right now, the world, is this rugged individualism. I did it my way, the song, remember? I did it my way. No, you didn't do it your way. You had hundreds of people that helped you get there, wherever it is. So, yeah. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to say here. I just saw my beautiful Mary over here and got completely distracted, because I have such a magnetic connection here. This thing about being lost, I think it's really a big thing to explore and look at when I'm lost. David Wagner has a wonderful poem called Lost, and it's about a Native American child who asks the elder, "What do I do when I'm lost in the forest? What do I do when I'm lost in the forest?" And the answer is, from the grandfather, says, "Stand still. The trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here." Wherever you are, it's here, right there, ringing, see? It's here now. Let me do that again. Stand still. Stand still. The trees ahead and bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger, must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breathes. Listen. It answers. You may come back again. Here. You may come back again saying, "Here, no two trees are the same to raven. No two bushes are the same to wren. If what a tree or a bush, if what a tree or a bush, if what a tree or bush doesn't move you, you're surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. You must let it find you." So, yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's okay.
Thank you, Michael. He asked me to time him. Just forgot to turn off my ringer.
Well, I got the message.
You got the message. I think it was an important point he was making there. So we've come to our time. Thank you so much for your talk today. We've come to our time for our love offering. So I know that many of you give electronically, and we are so grateful. So you may like to just put your hand over the basket as a blessing. And our change for change will be going to the Sundance Horse Rescue this time. So if you have any spare change that you want to put in the basket, that's where that will be going this month. So I ask you to join me in our offering affirmation. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And we have, do we have the ushers? Yeah. And our special song, special music.
As I lie here in the stillness of a brand new day and imagine all the possibilities, I am humbled by this life and by the part I play, and my gratitude just brings me to my knees. This is my prayer, this is my plea. Could you blind me to all separation I might see? Bring down the wall, let judgment fall away. May my heart break open today. May I comfort any broken spirit I might see. May I reach out to those who have lost their way. Let me be the voice of kindness for a soul in need. Give me ears to hear and words to say. This is my prayer, this is my plea. Could you blind me to all separation I might see? Bring down the wall, let judgment fall away. May my heart break open today. This is my prayer, this is my plea. Could you blind me to all separation I might see? Bring down the wall, let judgment fall away. May my heart break, may my heart break, may my heart break open today.
Ooh. So we have blessed these gifts and these offerings in our hearts, and we give grateful, let me try that again. We give heartfelt thank you for your generosity. May these go towards unity, continued work, unity in the Gold Country and unity worldwide ministries. Thank you so much. All right. So now we have some announcements. I don't know if they're up there. Our Healing Energy Clinic, March 15th. If Christy is here in the back, she's in the back row there, if you would like to reserve a spot. Lifeline Screening, Monday, March 16th. I think there's a flyer, a flyer or the newsletter for details for registration. Susan Levings will continue to do her prayer and meditation on March 10th at 10 to 11. And the topic is heart-brain coherence, getting in the zone. Hypnotherapy with Teresia, March 19th, 5:30 to 7. See newsletter for details. Deep dive into spiritual power of wisdom, March 25th, 1 to 2:30. I believe that's being held with Reverend Anand. Unity Family Fun Fair. Hold on to your fun hats because we're bringing you the biggest fun day ever. Details will be in the newsletter, and we will announce further information. But the date is Saturday, April 18th from 12 to 3. Unity Regional Men's Retreat is happening May 15th through the 17th. And I think, Mark, do you have some information on that? Mark Wandrow is here. Also, Michael has some flyers that are on the back table and also out in the entryway. And he has a handout called Love, Loss, and the Hidden Barriers to Intimacy, if you would like to. Lisa?
Can I make a quick announcement having to do with our Change for Change recipient?
We're very quick, yes.
I talked to Reverend Anand about this, about doing a field trip. I've volunteered there for the past 3 years, and she said, oh, some of us want to go to a field trip, so I'm going to organize that. I'm just going to have this sheet in the back, just to try to get an idea of when anybody might want to go. So if you want to put your name, email, phone number, those specific contact you need, things like read it.
Judy.
We'll organize it for time to go out and visit the courses.
Thank you, Lisa. All right. So I would like to express our thanks to Michael Stone for his talk today. Daily Word, Carly, music, Gabriel and Angela. Yay. Greeters, Carolyn and Kathy. Ushers, Larry and Karen. Chaplain, Susan Levings. Hospitality, Sydney and Patricia. Sound, Daryl. Live stream, Edward and Leslie. And bookstore, Rosie. Altar, MJ. Thank you so much, MJ. It's so beautiful. And children, Kelly. And Julia, could you ask Kelly to bring the children in, please? We do have children today, so we always love to share with you. If you can wait for just a minute. So before, oh yeah, I did not forget. Joe and Trudy, would you please come up here with us? Kelly, wait just a minute. Yes. So stand in the middle. So our beloved friends, Joe and Trudy, are going to be moving. So this is a happy, sad moment. We're happy for their future and for the joy that they're going to experience on this move. And we're sad that they're leaving us in physical form, but we get to see them on Zoom. And you know that our love always goes with them. So I'd like to ask you to do a blessing. Joe and Trudy, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you. We see Christ in you. Amen. We love you. Thank you. Okay, Kelly, you want to come up? Matthew. Dominic, Matthew. Hi. Is that your affirmation?
Yeah.
Would you like me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. I am proud of myself. Put that in your pocket, okay? And this is Dominic's. I am wonderfully creative. All right. They bring us so much joy, right? All right, if you'd like to stand, we're going to do our prayer of protection. Just holding hands if you'd like. And saying this all together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, because I am. And all is well. Mm-hmm.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because we choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. We choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One choice unites us, let this be the one. We choose love. We choose love. We choose love.
Yay. Thank you all. Join us for cake and celebration of Trudy and Joe in the back. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.